Alright, things looked good, sounded good in your videos. So, this is the next strumming pattern, and it's actually going to be way harder than it looks. The reason why is because of how many upstrokes are happening, or how many upbeats you're playing on, and you're playing almost no downbeats. So the only time you strum down is going to be at the beginning of each bar, plus the final chord. So as you get going faster and faster with this, it becomes very easy to drift into the next oncoming downbeat. So what I mean by that is, as you're going faster, all these upstrokes, like the brain wants to put the chords, the sound of the chords on the click, because we hear the click, so we gravitate towards playing on that click. But your goal is to stay in between the clicks. And again, as you go faster and faster, that becomes very, very difficult. So just be very careful when you are increasing that speed. Anytime you doubt yourself just even the slightest, if you played it correctly, assume you didn't. You should be able to feel that those chords are placed in the correct spot. So it's not going to be crazy fast, and that's fine. This is just about developing a feel for being in between the beat. So if you can really feel in between the beats, your rhythm skills are definitely a lot better. They'll get a lot better. So, as far as counting this, because there are so many downbeats not being played, quietly saying the 2, 3, and 4 can help make sure you know what beat you're on. Because if you just end up saying like the 1 and, you might get lost, and you might cut out a beat or add a beat if you're not keeping track of what beat number you just played. So it's just especially important in the slower speeds to make sure you don't get lost. I feel like at the faster speeds it's easier to feel it out properly in terms of counting. So yeah, we got 2 regular power chords, the A5 and the C5, and then the F5 over C, E5 over B. So we got those is thrown in as well, so we can keep working on going into those inverted power chords. Alright, here we go. 60 beats per minute. Number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1 and one thing I like to do, especially at slower tempos, because I have enough time to do it, you notice I'm tapping the body of the guitar on all the downbeats I'm not playing on. So if you can do that, it will be very helpful to make sure you're playing correctly. Alright, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'm going to go to 160 now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Feels like I'm about to have a runny nose, goodness. Alright, 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, questioning that one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I was able to tap my hand on the downbeat that time. That helped. Let's try 220. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that old 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, dog's freaking out there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew, man, that is stupid hard. All right, let's go to 180 for the repeats. Let's try it there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, tapping. So let's make a little change here so we can see it better. There we go. That made it worse. All right, that's good enough, I guess. So this time we're going to be focusing on changing strings, and one thing to remember is I'm using stuff, or we are using stuff that's all in that key of C major or A minor. So all those scale shapes that you got last time, we are staying in those notes. So this is, in a way, helping you learn those scale shapes. Same thing with the bends. All those bends are in the same key. All right, let's get to this. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a. All right, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. $180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. $240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's wrong. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that didn't go too well. Oh, that kind of kills it. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, let's go on to the new bends. Let's adjust this. Here we go. All right, so this time around, we're going to pick 4 notes and then recreate those 4 notes with some bend stuff. So right here, we pick and then we wait until beat number 2. So basically, like, we play this here, right? So those 4 notes, 1, 2, oof, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that next bar, we're gonna pick on beat 1, bend on beat 2. So we hold the note out. So pick, bend, release, pick, bend, release, pick. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick, 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 bend, release, pick. So that's the idea throughout this. So just be careful on your whole step bends. Sometimes they're a little bit sharp, so just be careful of those. It's really on I think like the higher 2 strings is where I heard it the most, like the high E and B, and then maybe the low E string as well. So just be try and be careful with it. It does take time for the ear to get used to hearing that stuff. And like when you're doing the video demo, anytime that you think the bend wasn't perfect, just redo it again. Redo it as many times as you need to. So I got this set up here with these repeat symbols. So this means play the previous 2 bars again. So basically everything is played twice. But if you need to play it more in order to get the good bends, that's totally fine. Alright, so got the same backing track up. And if you ever want to pick a different backing track to play to, that's totally fine. I just like the sound of this one, so that's why I keep going to it. Alright, let's make sure this is loud enough. Change the sound a little bit. Alright, so first half of this is the whole step bends, and then second half is the half step. So here we go with the whole steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half steps. Alright, starting right there. So I'll just highlight that half. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. go faster than that if you like doing eighth notes instead. So like. That'd be 16th notes though, right there. So, yeah, you can do the quarter notes as it's laid out there, or you can do 2 notes a beat or 4 notes a beat. That's totally fine. Just so long as you're getting the technique down proper, that's what matters. And of course, bends that sound good. Sometimes when you go faster, you can kind of get away with stuff. When you go slow, then you got to worry about the muting a lot more. Especially on certain strings, like that D string, especially with the gauge strings I have on right now. My God, I have to just wrench the hell out of that string to get it up to a whole step. Yeah, so besides all this stuff, one question I got for you is, how are the scale shapes coming along for memorization? And that's about it. So yeah, just let me know how the scales are coming along, if you got any memorized yet. And if you have any questions, let me know. All right, I'll see you again a week from tomorrow.